So this is the problem uploaded already, and you just read the problem. A fluid has a solute viscosity of 0.048 and has a specific gravity of 0.913. For the flow of such fluid over a flat surface, the velocity at a point 75 mm away from the surface, flat surface, is 1.125 meter per second. Calculate the shear stresses at the solid boundary at a point 25 mm from the origin, 50 mm and 75 mm for two cases. That is, one is the considering the variation of velocity distribution, that is the variation of velocity with respect to y is linear, and second case is calculate the shear stresses at the points 25, 50, 75, assuming or considering the velocity distribution is parabolic with a vertex at the point. See, this is very, very important condition. That is the vertex. This is the vertex at the top point, means at y is equal to 0.075 meter or 75 mm. That is a parabolic distribution with a vertex at the point 75 mm away from the surface where the velocity is 0.125. Here the velocity is 0.125. These are the conditions. Okay. So now we know the initial condition. What is the initial condition at the surface? When velocity is 0, means when y is equal to 0. See, when y is equal to 0, velocity is 0 at this point. When y is equal to 75 mm, velocity is 0.125 mm. And from 0 to 0.125, the velocity varies linearly. Linearly means a straight line. Okay. The relation between v and y is linear. Okay. So this is the initial condition and this is the boundary condition. Initial condition is when y is equal to 0, v is equal to 0. Boundary condition when y is equal to 75 mm or 0.075 meter, at that time velocity is v is equal to 1.125. So for this linear distribution, the velocity distribution or the velocity v is equal to 1.125 and at y is equal to 0, it is v is 0. So this variation, so that is nothing but slope of this line, that is v is equal to 0.125 divided by 0.075 into y, or v is equal to 15y. So v is equal to 15y. This is the linear distribution, or you can write v is equal to 15y, or velocity gradient dv by dy is equal to 15. Okay. So use now the velocity gradient dv by dy is equal to 15, and you have the shear stress tau is equal to mu dv by dy, that is as per the Newton's viscous law. So tau is equal to mu is given in the problem 0.045 and dv by dy is 15, so 0.72 Pascal, that is Newton per meter square. This is for the when the velocity is linear, means the variation of velocity is linear. So to solve this problem, you can use the initial conditions of the given in the problem and boundary conditions given in the problem. So the initial condition when y is equal to 0, velocity is equal to 0. When y is equal to 75 mm, at that time the velocity is 1.125. It is given in the problem. Okay, when the distance from the solid surface, it is when y is 75 mm, velocity is given. So this is the boundary condition. Okay, if I am considering this as a initial point, okay, using these two boundary conditions, the velocity distribution, the relation between v and y, okay, v and y, the variation of v with respect to y, that is v is equal to 15y. So now to know the variation, So you take the differentiation of this, that is the total, because v is the function of y only, as I told. When the function is dependent on only one single variable, you take the total derivative. So I have written here dv by dy is equal to 15, so tau is equal to this. Then the second condition, considering the variation in velocity, means the velocity varies from initial point O to final point when y is equal to 75 mm or 0.075 meter. It is parabolic. So this is a parabolic, and it is vertex is at point 75 mm. It is as per the given problem. So now you can make the equation of parabolic equation. Parabolic equation means that it is the second order equation. V is equal to a plus by plus cy square. So this is a parabolic equation. Okay, and a, b and c are the constants, and v is the function of only y. V is the function of only y. Okay, but since see the power of y, okay, this is here 1, this is 2, it means it is a second order equation. So the variation is non-linear. That is, the variation between v and y is non-linear. It means that you are getting a curve. So this is a curve. Okay, and vertex is at this point. Now to solve this, so to solve this, first you must know the parabolic constants a, b, c. So to get the values of a, b, c, again you can make the use of initial conditions and boundary conditions. What is the initial condition? My initial condition, let us take this point as O. So when this y is equal to 0, v is also equal to 0. So this is the initial condition, that is this. Okay, then this is my boundary point. Okay, why I am taking this as a boundary point? Because I know v is equal to 1.125 meter per second at this time. At this point y is 0.075 meter or 75, it is given. So it is the boundary condition. So I want to know, so now we are supposed to calculate the variation of velocity from this point to this point. Hence this is the initial condition or initial point, and this is the boundary point. Whatever conditions exist here, they are called initial conditions. Whatever conditions exist here, they are called the boundary conditions. So this is the second boundary condition, that is when y is equal to 0.075 meter, at that time velocity is 1.125 meter per second. So now the second relation, when dv by dy, so that is, this is the variation of velocity. Okay, variation of velocity. So the variation of velocity, that is dv by dy, is equal to 0, because at this point y is also 0, v is also 0. So at this point, 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 at this point. So see, this is called variation of velocity, dv by dy. So at this point, so this is the y. So what is the velocity at y is equal to some 10 mm from the origin. So this is called the variation in velocity. So dv by dy is equal to 0, velocity at this point, variation, and considering this as the vertex point, so y is equal to, at y is equal to 0.075, condition for vertex of the parabola. So see, this is the vertex, means again the parabola is going to change like this. Okay, so we are not interested on this distribution, only up to this. So this is the vertex point. This is the vertex point. So the variation from this point to this point varies. So when y reaches at this point, at this vertex point, again velocity will be 0. Again it starts from 0 to other value. Okay, so only variation, parabolic variation you consider up to vertex point. So the third boundary condition is variation of velocity dv by dy equal to 0 at this point. This y at this point it is 0. If it is linear, it is v is equal to 15y, means 15 into this 75 mm. But if it is parabola, so since we are considering this as a vertex, so this is my third boundary condition. So one is the initial boundary condition, initial condition, boundary condition, and making the use of property of parabola. So I have another condition, dv by dy is equal to 0 at y is equal to 0.075. Now substituting these three conditions, that is initial condition, boundary condition, and the vertex of the parabola. So you substitute in this equation. When you are substituting this, you are getting a equal to 0, because y is equal to 0, so this is 0, this is 0, v is also 0, so you are getting a is equal to 0. So substitute the second condition again. So a is equal to 0, a is equal to 0, b is equal to 0.75, so b constant, and y is 0.075. Again c plus c into 0.075 square. So this is the second boundary condition, and use the third boundary condition, you are getting the third equation. So solving these two equations, this is equation number 1, this is equation number 2, you solve these two equations. Okay, these are the simultaneous equations. Okay, solving these two equations, so you will get b is equal to 30, c is equal to minus 200. So now you have substituting the values of a, b, c in this equation. Okay, let this equation is a. So substituting the value of a, b, c, a is equal to 0, b is equal to 30, c is equal to minus 200. So you have v is equal to 30 into y minus 200 into y square. So now again here this is a second order equation, but still the function is only, that is v varies only with respect to y. So you take the total derivative of this velocity. So dv by dy is equal to the differentiation of 30y is 30 minus 200 y square. So differentiation of this is 400 into y. So now for the different values of y, so you have to calculate this, that is when y is equal to 0. So you calculate when y is equal to 0, you calculate v is 0. Okay. Next dv by dy. dv by dy is equal to means 30 minus 400 multiplied 0 means you are getting this value as 30, right? That is given. And at this time the viscosity is 1.144. Sorry, 1.44. So you calculate because you know all these things. Then next, when y is at this point, velocity is 0.625 and this is 20 and tau is 0.96. So similarly you calculate for this when y is 0.050 and 0.07. I think you have the calculator, so please calculate. So I have also calculated, please verify these values. Okay, when y is equal to 0.05, the velocity is 0.88, then variation in velocity dy by dx is 10, then this is the 0.48. And at this point it is 1.125 because already it is given, and dv by dy is 0 because it is a vertex point. Then the viscosity is shear stress is also 0. So from this, so this is the values of v, y, v, dv by dy at tau. And you please solve the third problem what we have uploaded, and any questions you please ask in the next question, any doubts. Okay, and that problem you can take as an assignment problem. You solve yourself, and if you have any doubts or any difficulties, you just ask in the next online class. So the first problem is very simple. That is the first problem is you have to 5 cubic meter volume of certain oil weighs 400 kilonewton. Calculate its specific weight, mass density, and specific gravity. So you know specific weight is weight divided by volume. Weight is given, volume is given. Calculate the specific weight. Similarly, mass density rho is equal to W by G. So you calculate. That is a very, very simple problem. Third problem you can take, this is as the assignment problem. You try to solve this problem. Okay, you try to solve this problem. If you are not following, or if you have any questions or any doubts, please send the questions in writing or ask in the next live class. Thank you, and in the next class we will discuss the remaining properties of the fluids, that is the compressibility, elasticity, then the surface tension, capillarity, and other properties of the fluids. Okay, the next live class is on Friday, from Friday. It is as per the timetable.